Hello there, it's Howard from Ukeoholics here in Spain again. This is a tip for beginners. Now you learn your chord positions, shapes and things like that, and you then come on to do the strumming, and probably the strumming is probably the most hardest thing to get. It's the last thing you get competently. You know, you can find all your finger shapes and all your chord positions. It's moving between them and then the strumming. So what a lot of beginners do is, and I'll illustrate this with a song by Ronnie Lane called How Come. Now your beginners will just say there's a G chord and they've been taught to go, no, every note's got to ring out. So they hang on to it for grim death. Like they clamp the hand to it and it's that lacks any rhythm or thing to it at all, really. So what I teach people is, and I got this when I was learning guitar all those years ago, that you don't have to have your hand clamped rigorously on this thing. You can lift your fingers, and it doesn't matter what you hear as a syncopation. I'll illustrate this. So if you lift your fingers, you hear this sort of thing. How come when you got the ace of hearts, you always got the ace of spades? How come when you're your best friend, Ukulele's on your birthday? And you hear that sort of, there's a tempo, a syncopation to it now. And that's what the difference when you start using that sort of technique. So it's if I come a bit closer, it's this, just you're actually lifting your fingers up. So I hope you can see that, and you can do that on the C as well. It works wherever you play it, especially on the open chord positions, where most of the beginners are going to be playing anyway, right? So so when you come to, and then also to add to that, on this song you've got that basic tempo. How come when you got the ace of hearts, you always got the ace of spades? Then when you get to the chorus, if you change the tempo of it, if you listen to the song, the tempo changes, and so it's all downstrokes. So the chorus goes, how come, how come? Fella, but it worries me. It's a 3-chord song, pretty simple, but adding that little syncopation, lift your fingers as you strum, and it takes a bit of practice. It's down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. See, on the neck, so it's down, up, and then on the next downstroke you lift your fingers. That's the sort of feel for it, but that's very slowed down, and it's much better to, as I said before, is to listen to the tune and hum to it to get the rhythm of it. By that doing that, you get the feel of the rhythm in your head rather than concentrating on down, up, whatever it is, up, down, up. Feel the rhythm, and then you can strum it, and you can convey that to your right hand to strum it. So that's the end of that, really. I hope you've got the drift of that. Thanks very much.